This for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch.
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
There's a play in there. Name on that. Shoot. Pilot, 64, weak. Name on that. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hug. Man, check 24. Watch 24.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Monday.
Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Bravo.
From the gun, it's Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone. And, oh, it's blocked. And now the Dolphins have it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Hey, check.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. From the 27, Rosen. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Bombers, 22 jet bombers. Undercrunch.
Here's Rosen. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And the Dolphins first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Slam. Check 45 the money. Check 45 the money. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check hot route.
Now Drake. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 41, Rosen, and he hits Drake. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Hard. 45. Mike, 45. The corner.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Going deep here into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Flush to his right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. He rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise. And
that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 77 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score. and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 40. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but here, let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Darnold, flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
52's the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Darnold from the gun. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jets will extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Squeeze, double.
Throw left side complete. It's Grant. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the run.
On first down, Drake, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On 2nd and 9, Rosen. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the toss play, this is Drake. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and just like that, it's third down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That pass was heavily defended on third down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Rosen. And Stills over the middle. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Rosen on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Rosen. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. They go play action. It's Rosen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Another try after the first down sack. Rosen. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Rosen will throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Stills the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen, left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
It's complete to Grant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
45. Mike, 45. Hey, Echo. Watch the twins. 45 to Mike. 45.
To throw is Rosen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Jones on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Noah Fant, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Middle.
Now it's Rosen. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 34-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
47, check back 47. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Gets it to Meredith, complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
We're going to sign. 47's the mic. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Here's Darnold. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. Fights through him. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Jets 41. Dolphins nothing. Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
On the left side, this is Stills. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
You don't want it. Alert, alert, alert.
On third down, Rosen. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Jones. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
We always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Here we go, here we go.
And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a first down carry by Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a second and 13.
Better bring it. I'm letting you know right now.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third and 13.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
He can run for it, and he will. 9 yards that time on the keeper. Brings up fourth down.
Murphy on the tackle. A gain of 9. It's fourth down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go.
And to the left side here, Wilson. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Blue draw quarters.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 16. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. J.T. Barrett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Rosen. Now a short one to Gesicki. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Rosen to throw on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
58 to Mike. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They'll run on first down. Bell, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
And that's another big-time run, and it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
On first down, it's Bell, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Jets on 3rd down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Steven Gostkowski on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
One final shot here for Rosen. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Man, I got you.
They'll run. It's Trey. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of...
rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back.